Yeah, one was just it was bad, but it wasn't as bad as two. Like,
There's less offensive. I mean, there's plenty to be offended by in that movie too, but
yeah,
there's somehow less in the first one.
yeah. Hey, let's just do that.
We'll get into all that
Yeah,
though.
we'll get
But
into
right
that
now
later.
we
We
have a
got a
good movie
good
to talk
movie. We're
about.
doing seven. So, hello
Yeah.
everybody. Welcome to another episode of Film Talk. I'm Mac, and this is Scott.
Yo.
All right, and we're here to talk about film talk now. Like well, we did our last episode, which hasn't aired yet, but it's going to air soon. Don't worry. It's probably going to air probably I don't want to say today or maybe today, maybe Sunday or maybe Monday. We're gonna air
By
it.
the time anybody seeing this, that will have already aired.
Now we're already here, but when we
Yeah.
did that,
And they're kind of companion episodes in some ways.
yeah, because Zach literally told us to do a horror episode. He was like shaking us, like we need to do a horror themed episode. I
It's
need this.
October.
Yeah, it's October, and he just like his just so like he just feels like he can't hold it in, like he needs something horror film to make himself feel better or something.
To be fair, I agree. We did need a horror movie to talk about.
Yeah, and
And this one is kind of like a good like cuz like the Batman is kind of very similar in a lot of ways to this to 7 with like the
yeah, it's
detective
funny that
nature
we
and the
picked
procedural
seven. It
nature.
is they're both
Yeah, so this
right.
is almost like a bridge between like the
Yeah.
Batman and like horror.
Yeah, so if y'all know, guys, we're doing seven. We're doing David. We're doing Finch's seven.
Yep.
And like I said to say Finch seven because I mean, there's this is the only seven we know.
As far as I know,
As
yeah.
far
There's
as
a
you know,
9. There is a 9 out there.
we
There's
don't.
actually two nines.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's the one with like the weird sock puppets, and then there's the one with Daniel Day-Lewis. That's a musical.
yeah, but the sock puppets was not bad though.
No, no, the musical sucks.
No, the musical sucks. Yeah. Yeah, I like yeah. If you're wondering which one sucks, the one with the sock
Yeah,
puppets, not
yeah. The
bad.
sock puppet voiced by Elijah Wood. Watch that
Yeah,
one if you're gonna watch one of the nines.
watch that one. Actually, I think Tim Burton directed that, did he?
I think he might have had some sort of hand in it. I'm not sure if he
It
directed
was.
it, but
I
yeah.
was like, I'll tell you, if you think you're joking, it's not
No,
bad.
cool
Watch it.
movie.
It's pretty
Yeah.
interesting. It's
And it's like 80 minutes. It's
yeah,
short.
yeah, sure. It's really cool. It's a,
Yeah.
I hats off to it. But we're gonna talk about seven though. We're gonna talk about seven. So first thoughts. Your first thought when you first saw. Let's talk about when we first saw this. Like our
Yeah.
first time seeing this. I'll go first. I remember when I was little. I was like I was. I think it was early 1993 or it was I want to say 95 or somewhere. I don't remember when this came out,
I
but it
think it
was
was 95.
95. I was right.
Yeah.
So it was like 1995, and I remember watching. I was watching a movie. Watching a movie on the VHS, and usually during the VHS you can't really you got to watch the previews of all that stuff. It just pops up, and I was just hearing there's seven deadly sins, seven. I was like, what in the world? And it gripped me a little bit as a kid, and I was like, I don't know about watching this. And I kept hearing when I got older, I was like of age. I was of age at the time, and I could watch R-rated films without my parents bothering me about it. And everybody kept screaming, "Have you ever seen Seven?" I was like, "No." Go see Seven. It's really, 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 really good. Even my sister was like, "You should see Seven." I was like, "All right." So I went to go see Seven. I I was happy to watch. I was like, "This is really, really, really good." It's scary, but it also is intriguing. So
Yeah, it's like a great little detective movie that they don't really make like movies like this anymore,
no.
which is unfortunate.
Let me. I want to say this. A lot of people. I remember. We both watched movie fights, and a lot of people would get mad. Got mad at the fact that Morgan Freeman found him. It should have been like Sherlock Holmes. I mean, let me be honest here. I like the fact that it's just that's Morgan Freeman and him just just putting together the clue. He put together the clues and put it together, and he solved the case. He,
he's such like a sad, like tragic character. He's got this air, like he's not like as abrasive as like a Sherlock Holmes. He's doing the work. He's doing it quietly, and he's just like, and but behind it, there's like all this weight of like all of the other cases that he's dealt with over the
yeah,
years.
yeah. That's my
He's
prequel.
such
That's
a
gonna
great character.
Yeah, that's my prequel idea. I got a good prequel. I really will. My prequel idea for the movie is
I
gonna.
went sequels, so I'm
I know
glad
you
they're
went
going to be a
sequel.
little bit different.
Yeah, we were going two opposite ends.
Yeah.
But
Well, I first saw this. I actually didn't see it in '95 when it came out. I saw it probably around the time that Fight Club came out because I really enjoyed Fight Club. So I
mhm.
was like, oh, let's watch his other movies. So like I watched Seven, and I think the game was out at that point, so I'd watch the game. And
I didn't get the. Here's the funny thing about the game. I seen bits and pieces of the game. I never finished the game.
the game's fun. The game's a fun movie. It's not his
Yeah,
best, but it's a good little movie.
yeah. It's really interesting. I wanted to watch it. I saw the ending, and I was like, okay,
Have you ever seen The Man Who Knew Too Little with Bill Murray?
no.
Very weirdly similar movies, and I think they came out like the same year.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. Have you seen
Uh,
What About Bob? No,
of course, I've seen What About Bob? What are you talking about? Yeah.
All right.
But this movie starts hard. Like it goes right in. You're in a crime scene. There's blood on the walls.
But
Uh,
it's not the crime scene that you think. It's not. It don't have nothing to do with the case at all. It's just showing you how the city is.
right.
Like
Yeah.
it's just this is
Like
normal.
table setting.
Yeah, yeah. That it tells you like this city just is just the city
Sucks.
sucks. Yeah. I was sitting there thinking like I really want to like pick David Fincher's brain. It's like, is this Detroit? Is this a city in Detroit you're not telling us?
Do they ever really say? I
No, they
still have
don't.
I've seen this
It's
movie a
just a
bunch of times. They never
random
really say.
city. It's a
It's
random
the
city.
city.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a city. They never say what it is. They never give you a like. I look. Here's how bad it is. I looked it up on Wikipedia. It doesn't tell you what city it is on it. It's just a random city in a random city, and
Yeah. In my mind, it's always like Detroit or Chicago.
Chicago is not that bad. I've been there.
New York in the 70s.
Yeah, it really well, it's always raining, so I don't know if
Yeah.
it's. I don't even think it's.
It's Gotham City. It takes
It
place in
is. It
Gotham
is. You
City.
know something? That would be awesome if that was just Gotham. Damn it! They took Gotham. They took that from that. There's a lot. It's funny. Like I said, we did the Batman. We did this. It seems like the director from the Batman literally was inspired by Seven. He was.
I mean, it seems like the both of the like the Nolan Batmans even have a little bit of this with the Joker. Like he's a very John Doe-esque character, like no fingerprints, like all that. And then the Batman obviously is very inspired by Fincher and
It's
Seven and
hundred
like the
percent inspired. I
Zodiac.
mean, the
Yeah.
whole setting it's the same damn film. It's raining
They're
all the
very
damn time, and it's
yeah,
man,
they have a lot of similarities. Watching
yeah,
them like this close together, there's a lot of
yeah.
similarities.
I was watching this film, and I was like, damn, Batman and the Batman was really inspired by this damn film because it's raining all the time in Gotham City, and it's raining pretty much
Yeah.
like this whole movie. No lie, it's raining all the damn time,
Yeah,
and
and there's the two cop. There's the more seasoned detective and the
the
Batman who
Batman, yeah, yeah,
or Mills in this movie. Like
yeah.
they similar dynamics. Although Mills is obviously a much more high strung character than Batman, but they're
Batman,
both
yeah,
fueled by anger
yeah.
and wrath. And it's vengeance. It's very
But, yeah,
very
yeah,
very.
it is, it is. Yeah, God, this is really good. I really like this. I love this film. I like the fact that um they Well, we got to talk about Kevin Spacey. We got to talk, even though we
Yeah,
don't.
there's no dancing around that.
We can't dance
He's
around Kevin Spacey. We know he's,
although the credits do, he's not in the opening credits.
but
Like you
he
don't
is
know
in the
that he's in the movie.
end. They put him at the
Yeah,
end
yeah.
as John Doe. You know, we can't. We all know Kevin Spacey's not the best person in the world. He's kind of an
No,
asshole.
no, he probably would have been somebody that John Doe would go after.
Yes, yes, exactly. But as much as I hate it, his performance was.
He's yeah, there's a reason that like this performance was so lauded at the time. He's great. He is really great in it, but
Yeah, yeah,
it's hard at times to separate him from like
the
this
man.
creep that you're watching on
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. Well, my favorite scene is where he's literally in the back of a patrol car, just literally telling them about what he did, and it's like he's like, look, I'll be remembered forever for this. You're not
Mhm.
gonna, you think he can? He said, you think I like doing this? He said, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I took pleasure in doing this. I just like I can like he
That
just
whole
keep,
thing is like it's like the Dark Knight interrogation scene. Like they're
yeah,
going at
yeah,
it's
it
really
is. It's
he's so creepy in this
he
movie.
is
He has
so creepy, but he does it to a point where it's like, damn, you're so creepy as fuck in this film. Like, he's like, I really can't wait to show you what I have for you. I really can't.
yeah.
Like, you're like,
He's
damn.
just like such a self-righteous character. Like he believes like, oh, I can judge these people by like their very human nature
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's just like the arrogance of him. Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
can really sense it.
I mean, well, there is one line that everybody quotes. I always try to quote it every time I want to go somewhere. Like, detective, you're looking for me. Like everybody remembers that line.
There
He
are
said, "Get
so
down,
many
fast."
great lines in this movie. This
Yeah, there
movie is
is a kind of
full of
lines
great
in this
lines.
film. Yeah, there
Like from
is.
the first scene, there was it was a crime of passion, and then Morgan Freeman's like, yeah, look at all that passion on the wall. Like,
Did the kids see it?
yeah.
Did the kids see? Who gives a fuck what the kids saw?
Yeah, he's so good in this.
Yeah,
Everybody's really good in this.
yeah,
Brad
really
Pitt
good.
might be the weakest link of the movie, surprisingly, but he's so great.
Who do we
Brad Pitt, I think.
I, damn it, this is why we work well together. I'm the same way. I think he's the weakest link.
Yeah, I don't think he's like bad or anything, but like
Yeah,
I'm just thinking
yeah.
like Ed Norton, another person that's worked with Fincher, like at this time, I think would have been like just really great in this
Look,
movie.
don't get me wrong. I want to put this out here. I don't think anybody. You just look. Brad Pitt was perfect casting.
He's very well cast. He's
He was
not like
well
a bad
cast.
cast.
He
Yeah.
was not a bad cast. I'm just saying that I think the way the character was written, it's just the way. I think it was more so the way his character was written, and I think that's the way it is. Because don't get me wrong, I think if you were to tell them let's do a reunion of seven, I would bet money that everybody will come back. Everybody will
Oh
come
yeah.
back and do
And
interviews for
I
them.
honestly think Brad Pitt's only gotten like stronger as an actor
Yes,
since then.
yes, since then, yeah, he would. Brad Pitt and them will come back. I bet you everybody loved each other in this film. Gwyneth Paltrow and literally will literally put up like if you tell her, "Hey, can you put on this box and put it on your head?" She would do it too.
You're gonna play your disembodied head on in a
She
box.
would laugh her ass off when she did it.
No, she'd be like, "Wait, was I in seven? I don't remember being in seven."
I'm gonna sponsor Goop today.
I mean, I was definitely in Shallow Hal, but I don't remember being in seven.
Yeah, I really didn't remember. I was like, wait a minute, that's Gwyneth Paltrow. Wow,
Yeah, she was
she
good in
was
this.
so
Like
young.
she's only got like 3 or 4 scenes total in the movie,
Total,
but
yeah, but you forget
she
that's
like she
Gwyneth Paltrow.
sells that like that especially at when you know what's gonna happen. It really sells the
Yeah, she
tragedy.
sells it. Like I said, everybody in this film acts well.
Yeah.
They acts really well. I don't think
There's
really
the doctor at the end, the one like that has to that they bring Sloth to, like the one who's just like even if his brain were not mush, which it is, he chewed off his tongue long ago. Like he's got like 4 lines and each one is great.
each one.
Like
He said, if this guy if he comes out, there's gonna be hell.
Yeah.
He,
Yeah,
this
and you still got hell to deal
he
with.
still got hell
Yeah.
to pay. Like damn, like
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
really
like
everybody
Reggie
remembers that
Kathy is the
line. Yeah.
autopsy guy, um Mark Boone Jr. as like the FBI guy that they use for like two scenes. I don't think he has any lines.
Any lines? He just literally just takes the paper and gets it. Like
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah, and then
Yeah,
hands it off to them.
that's off
There's
to him.
like,
Yeah,
it's great.
yeah. It's just this is peak.
Arlie Ermy as their
Yes,
chief, the
and he
police
was a
chief.
great. He was great. I
When he
like the.
answers the phone and he's like, "This ain't even my desk," and just immediately hangs up. That's my favorite part of the movie.
I just like Richard Round, even Richard
Oh yeah,
Roundtree did a damn good
he's
job as
like
District
one
Attorney.
scene
One scene, he was in two scenes. He was at the end when he
or
was
two.
talking
Yeah, yeah,
when he
yeah.
was negotiating. Richard
Right, right,
Roundtree
right,
did a
yeah.
good job.
Yeah, dude, everybody in this movie
Just
is Leland Orser as like the guy who's like he's put in the like S&M
yeah,
contraption
yeah,
and
and
the
his whole demeanor, you felt the fear from him.
yeah,
Like, get this fucking thing off me. He was like shaking,
yeah.
like yeah, he was like shaking. You felt it, like you felt him shaking. I felt him shaking from the moment on the screen. Like he said, "I just made me do it. He made me do." It. I was like, "Oh shit, this
Which
is
which do
really
you
really
think
good acting."
is which do you think is the worst of the deaths of the crime
Oh,
scenes?
worse than the death. Oh,
Yeah.
oh man.
I mean that one's bad.
What?
The what was that? That's not sloth, that's the lust.
No, Slust was bad, but I don't know.
Sloth is yeah, sloth is
Sloth
pretty
is just
horrible.
painful. It's painful. Like
Just
I
like
mean,
force feeding him on that
well,
bed,
force
like
feeding sucks, but
yeah,
but here's the
uh,
thing about Sloth
for a
was,
year.
yeah, he was in there for a year. He just left them there. I mean,
No, no, he didn't. He kept going back. That's the creepiest part. He had to keep going back to like check on him and make sure that he was still alive and make sure his bed sores weren't infected.
yeah,
Like
it just like that
it's so
sucks.
yeah.
That sucks so bad. Like he made sure that he's like, you're gonna stay alive. I'll make sure you stay alive for this, At least with the others, I meant vanity. If I had to pick the weakest, it was vanity. It was like, yeah, cut her
Vanity. Oh, they cut her nose off, right?
cut her nose to
To
just
Spider Face.
paint her
Yeah.
face. Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought
I
that
mean
was the
that's
weak.
horrible, but it is, yeah, that's
It's a
one of the
fast
weaker
either
ones.
like you can call the police or
Yeah,
you,
greed is pretty rough. It's kind of like a saw contraption a little
yeah,
bit. You have to cut off a pound of flesh.
yeah.
Gluttony, I mean, ugh,
It's I
but
mean, if I had to go for a second, gluttony sucks. Like
I mean, yeah,
you just got he's sitting there putting a gun to your head as you eat, and if you don't stop eating until you die,
yeah.
yeah, that sucks. Gluttony was just terrible.
I mean, none of them are good.
None of them, none of them.
Yeah,
I want to put that out there. Not all of these suck. Like
yeah.
they suck. If he came up with all whoever this person, this John Doe was a sick fuck. Um,
Mhm.
he was the sickest of sickest. To literally put these people through this shit. It just, ugh, like, like,
There's some like there's some really good detective stuff in this movie, like where they're just like trying to figure out like the clues, like the stuff that you don't always see in a lot of these movies. They kind of like gloss over that a little bit. Like, oh, they found this at the crime scene. It's like, no, these guys are like taking the painting off the wall, like going through all of the like the procedure of it all. Like that library scene where he's uh like
just
going through
searching.
like
Yeah,
all the books, all like Dante's Inferno and all that.
yeah.
That actually reminded me of. Have you ever seen Lorenzo's Oil,
I haven't seen
the
it.
the George Miller movie? There's
Mm-mm.
like a scene where Nick Nolte is going through all the medical books at the library, and he's just like going crazy and like figuring things out, and he like it's big and operatic, which this is a more toned down
You want to know
version of that.
something? There's a moment in this film. I watched it. I know I watched. You watched the film. I have not watched this film. I only watched this film. I like. There's certain films I watch like so many times, but
Mhm.
I watched this film little times, and the scene I always quote verbatim is the scene where he's literally in the detective office and is literally going over what's going to happen. He literally just say, he says, gluttony, gluttony, greed, vanity, vanity,
Slow.
lust, sloth, envy, and wrath. He said, "Now, I said, I guarantee you there will be five more." And
Hmm.
he said, "Well," he said, "Why don't you get on the case?" He wants it. He just wants it.
Yeah,
He wants
that's
the case. Yeah,
for the
I'm on
first
this.
like for the first like 35-40 minutes of the movie almost, that
Yeah,
Morgan Freeman's like, I don't want this
I don't
case.
want this
I'm
case. Like I
I'm
don't
retiring in
want it.
7 days.
I'm
I
like,
want out.
this is what makes him so interesting because I'm like, what did you do to not want this
Yeah.
case? Like, you know,
I
it's
mean,
gonna,
I get his reasoning. He's like, I'm done in 7 days. I'm only supposed to be training
yeah,
this guy.
yeah,
Like, I don't want this to be the last thing I do.
yeah,
Like the last thing I do here, I want to just be clean and simple that I can just solve and be done with.
yeah. And I
This is
understand
not
that.
going to be clean.
I understand that, but the
And,
thing that makes
and obviously Mills is just like, I'm the new guy. I want this case, even though he doesn't understand like
he doesn't, but he tells
what
him
he's
straight
bringing
up,
in.
"You want my honest opinion? He shouldn't get this
He's
case.
yeah,
He
and he
should
was
not.
right.
This should not be his first case." But
He was right.
what I don't understand is the fact that I understand from his perspective, he wants an easy case to be over with, but I feel like
It's
something.
not even easy. It's just something that he knows will be like clean and solvable. He was like, he saw like the writing on the wall with this one. He was like, no, this one is gonna be a problem.
Yeah, and that lets you know that he done something like this in the past. There's something that's similar like this in the
Oh
past that
yeah, he's
took
definitely
them
dealt with like
longer, and
some kind of psycho.
he's like, no, I'm not dealing with psychos in here. No, hell no.
Yeah.
I done seen this shit before, and I'm not dealing with
Yeah,
it.
this guy's got some fucking passion and drive behind him. I
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
give me a
He's
shooting, give me something,
give me something else. So yeah, two people shot on a wall. All right, I'm going home. Bye.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'll take it. Yep, yep, take it.
Yeah.
Obviously, the bullet casing came through the wall. Okay, I'm gone.
Yeah, and like he ends up getting called onto a different murder anyway, and he gets dragged back in. So like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it ultimately like he couldn't get away from it.
Well, at the end of the when before John Doe stepped in there, he literally said, like, look, and it's funny. It's I was literally like, I was like, I literally had to literally look at David Fincher as like, you are a fucking genius. There's no, you are the top echelon of directing in my eyes. He not only did seven deadly sins, the whole movie takes place on an entire week, which is
Oh yeah,
7 days.
the 7 days that he has left before he retires.
Yes.
Yeah, and at
Uh,
the end of it, he has to decide. He decides like, nope, I guess I'm not
I guess
done.
I'm not leaving.
I
And it's
can't I
seven
can't
deadly
escape this.
sins, 7
Hmm.
days. Like
Yeah,
it, it's really good. It's like
it's good. Yeah, it's really
it's
really
really
great
good.
movie.
It's like his attention to detail is very, very good. He goes with it, every bit of it. And I know part of it is writing, but it's his direction. He can tell him like, well, we can take this on the case for a month. Nah, let's do this in 7 days. Just to put it and put just round it off.
Yeah.
Like 7 days.
And there's just like so many like little like decisions that you see that like wouldn't be in a script. Like there's the moment where Mills gives Somerset the wine in like just like a regular glass, and he
Right.
doesn't notice it at first, but then when the house starts shaking, he like picks it up and he's like, huh. He like gives the glass a look and he's like, oh okay, he put it in, just he doesn't have wine glasses. And like like it shows you like so much about just like character beats,
Yeah.
like those little like that you like sometimes would just be like put into a script and just like shouted at you, and this is just like a little bit more like subtle and layered in.
I'll admit one of my favorite scenes is just them, and I know it seems simple, but one of my favorite scenes is just them sitting at the table eating, and then he's like, I don't know, they got done eating and they're just drinking, and
Mm.
it's just so funny. He's like, he said, well, sadly, train coming by, and he just literally saying, yeah, and that's how we got this place for dirt play cheap, and then
It's the little character stuff like that is what like
makes
makes
him
everything
feel
so
for
much
these
more tragic.
characters. Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes it the end of the film. You feel when he says, "What's in the box?" You're like,
Yeah.
it
Like
gives
fuck.
deeper
Even though you've
meaning.
only had like 2 or 3 scenes with
Yeah, you only
Gwyneth
had two
Paltrow,
scenes with it,
you're
and you
like,
feel
shit.
for him. Like,
Yeah,
damn, if
it's
this
you
hurt.
understand the relationship.
Yeah, you understand when he shoots him. Like, oh, when he literally said he didn't know. Oh, I was like,
Hmm.
oh fuck, you're like, you know, oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
You like,
Or
I
like
would kill him.
there's that bit in the car earlier on when Mills is talking about like when he had to fire his gun and he killed a junkie and he's trying to like remember the guy's name and he's like he can't remember the guy's name and it's like pissing him off that he can't remember his name. Like it's little stuff like that that like would be cut out of like a movie like this now.
Yeah,
Like these little character beats that just
you
like they don't necessarily add anything to the overall story.
you can tell that it was funny because it was funny that Mills. I don't know what Mills. This is the thing. What if Mills? This is a good question. If Mills hadn't attacked the reporter, you know what? No, well, no, I'm sorry, not the reporter. We obviously know it's John Doe. If he wouldn't have attacked John Doe and pushed him down the stairs, get out of here, and gave his name, um, would
Would he
he
have been
have?
targeted?
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because he was just the lead detective essentially
yeah.
on the case. Like he was like involved regardless, and he talks about bribing the police later to like find out where Tracy is.
Right.
So I think ultimately he probably would have still targeted Mills either way. But I think that like almost made it more like he was more vindictive about it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
maybe he wouldn't have brought in Tracy if it wasn't for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, maybe it wouldn't have. Maybe I think that was more so. That was like for pushing me out, and I do think you could tell during that scene. You could tell the difference between the two detectives. Like, you know, Mills is more passionate, and you see Somerset is like, look, you need to stay calm during this situation. Like
Oh yeah,
when
he's like
he
you see like he's been through this before. He's like, oh, I've been where you are, and it's interesting to watch it from his
yeah, yeah.
perspective.
Because he literally like the whole like I know this is just a small scene, but him kicking down the door was just him kicking down John Doe's door was just, he's literally telling him
Mhm.
like he said, look, if you kick down that door, you whatever we can find in there, we
Not
cannot
admissible.
use. It will be
Yeah,
admissible to not to kick down
yeah.
that door.
It's that Batman shit. He's
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
Batman
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's that Batman.
But
He's
then
like,
but then
yeah,
they like bribe some junkie to like give a false statement
yeah,
to another cop.
yeah. And you see how the lawyer is like. The lawyer literally told him like, look, look, if my client will plead insanity. He said
Yeah.
also if y'all let you know that if you do not find these victims, we can spread this to the press, and that they will the department would not try to find the victim's body. You know,
Right. It's
it,
yeah, like he's like manipulating the system against them. Kind of like the way they like manipulated the system to find him almost because like they get his name, John Doe from a list that they can't have actually like accessed through like legal means. They're only able to get it by like using the FBI like on the down low.
mhm.
So like they're both kind of like subverting the system for their own means.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's funny how corrupt this city is. It shows you how corrupt. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter who you are.
Gotham.
Yeah, yeah. Gotham. This would be interesting. David Fincher would make a great director for a
Batman.
Batman.
I mean,
Huh?
at this point, it feels like everybody's already like tried to do a Fincher Batman. Like Fincher doing a Batman movie would almost be like derivative of himself.
He's like, yeah, I've come full circle.
Yeah, I feel like he's been attached to a few different superhero properties at times. Batman probably being one of them, but like
I think
I
if he
don't know.
was a
I don't know if they have
producer,
the if he has the patience for superhero filmmaking.
I think him as a producer would be good. Just literally just let him oversee certain things and tell him like, I would do this, this,
I
this, and
mean,
this.
frankly, they should be paying him for the Batman.
Yeah, they should. I'm gonna sue you. This is definitely from Seven. The
Yeah,
rain.
dude deserves some money for
He
that. Like,
deserved money. Manhunter is not on anymore because of this. Damn it. We need Manhunter. Manhunter was awesome.
uh,
um, damn it, I love this film.
yeah, it's just like one of those like undeniable like entries in like serial killer fiction. It's just like it's a
it's a
great
great
movie.
film. It's a great film.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know. Have we talked enough about all the murder scenes?
I think we did.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. We went deep into detail with that. Yeah, we talked about what's the worst one, what's the best one. What would be the worst one to go out on, and what's the weakest one to, what would be the weakest one. We all acknowledge that they're all suck to go through. So
We acknowledged Kevin Spacey as a monster
yeah,
in
he is a
real life.
monster. He's a monster
and
in real
and
life
in
and in
movies.
film. We have acknowledged that. Morgan Freeman's performance was everybody's performance in this film. We acknowledge that every person's
Yeah.
performance. I just want to take that like these every last one of these people. It's. I watched this film and I'm like, how did this not get an Academy Award?
There's literally like nobody that's out of place in the movie. Like nobody like
No,
takes you out of the movie at all at
no,
all.
no. It's
John
like
C. McGinley, we didn't bring John C.
yeah, we didn't
McGinley as
bring
like
the
the
guy.
head of the SWAT
His was a
team.
bit part, and he was really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he's in like two scenes. He does like
I
the
mean, and
SWAT
his
parade
is the
and
most
then
iconic. Him talking like, yep,
yeah.
Can't see it. He's walking away. Damn. He's approaching. It's just awesome. Yeah, I think he did
Oh,
Wall
the
Street.
bus driver from Speed. He's
Hell yeah. Oh,
he
that's
plays
funny.
like the librarian or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Like
plays the classical music.
we're gonna have to eventually do Speed, aren't we?
I hope so. We're gonna do Speed and Speed 2.
Let's not do. Please, for the love of God, let's not do
Cruise
Cruise.
Control. We're doing it.
No, damn it. We don't
That's my
need to
next
talk.
pick.
We don't need to talk about Willem Dafoe taking leeches and literally trying to
We're
get rid of.
going from the Bad Boys trilogy to the Speed duology.
All right, we'll do that. We'll make Speed 3. Damn it, need more speed.
Yeah, we need to bring Speed back. Bring
Yeah.
back Keanu and Jason Patrick.
Oh hell yes. Let him do the Predator handshake. You son of a bitch. Monkey, you need to do some push-ups. Oh god. Oh, hold on. Predator only got 2 sequels, right? Are we counting the new ones or no?
Predator has there's Predator 2, Predators,
So
The
Predators
Predator.
is the third one.
Yeah, Predators is the third one. And then there's The Predator, the Shane Black movie. And now there's Prey. So I think they all count.
Huh. So Predator
I
does
mean,
get a franchise.
Prey's kind of a prequel.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that is technically, yeah. I mean, Predator 2 was just bad but fun to watch.
Oh, Predator 2 is awesome. Danny Glover, come on, man. We're doing Predator 2 next.
You motherfucker! The lions, the tigers, the bears. Oh my!
Hey, man, Prey. Spoilers for Prey. Prey connects to Predator 2.
Damn it!
With that the gun at the end, the pirate gun.
Oh yeah, that is true.
That's
But we do have my
Predator 2, man.
We do have my favorite line in Predator 2. Shit happens. Let me tell you what I believe, man. Shit happens.
Oh man, Predator 2 is great.
It is. We might have to talk Shrink. Well, I'm definitely gonna find. I'm gonna probably get if we do Predator 2. I gotta bring Shrink in because she would kill me if we don't. If I bring, she would kill me like, hey, you want to talk Predator 2? Hell yes, because she don't like she likes Predator because she does the Predator like sound, and she probably would love to be on this episode. But yeah,
It's next.
I thought oh yeah, right under Bad Boys. We're doing Bad
Yeah,
Boys.
Bad Boys, then Speed 1 and 2, then Predator 2.
Predator 2. Damn, yeah.
Yeah,
We already got it set. All right, so let's go ahead and get the prequel up the sequel pitch. I'm gonna go ahead and start my prequel. I'll go. You want me
sure.
to go or you want to go? Yeah, look, get me
I
up.
mean, I don't have a lot,
Me
so I
neither.
could go really quick if you.
No, I'm gonna quit too. Mine's is not a
Okay,
lot.
all right, cool.
My prequel idea is it's going to be. I want to say zero. I'm just gonna go zero.
Zero.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just gonna be zero, and I want to start with Somerset, where he's dealing with a person that's doing stuff, doing it instead of him doing for like the seven deadly sins. Is this? I want to bring in some DC comics like the Calendar Man, and he's doing it every season,
So, so this is Gotham.
sort of. He's doing it's sort of I really want to do this, but it's not I'm not the calendar man, but it's somebody that does the same thing as the calendar man does stuff
Okay,
every huh?
yeah, yeah. If you bring in Calendar Man, that might cross over with mine a little bit.
Damn it.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
No, it's just somebody that's doing something every season. He's
Yeah,
doing it
yeah.
every season. And he's starts off as a rookie and well, not a
Oh,
rookie,
so
but he's
so like a young Freeman,
yeah, like a young
like a
Freeman, like
Mills age Freeman.
yeah, like Daniel Kaluuya. I was thinking about playing Morgan Freeman,
Mm,
playing Somerset, and
that's solid.
yeah, it's just them literally going through this case that takes them literally like almost a whole time, his whole lifetime. So you're seeing him do this
Oh,
case.
okay.
You're seeing him take over this case while he's trying to find this person, but you see him grow as a detective. He starts doing the case. This case actually helps him solve other cases. Like
But
he
it's just
does,
like
like
it's one that keeps popping up, and
yeah,
he
it's
has
the one
to
that
keep.
keeps popping up, and he's like, "Damn, I almost got him." And then, like towards the end, you start at the end of the film, he finally solves the case, and he gets the person put behind bars, and he gets them. But at that time, it's like at that time, like I want to go back and forth. Like you're going with Dan Kalula, and then you're getting Morgan Freeman.
So kind of like True Detective.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
into it.
Yeah, so you're getting Dan Kaluuya and you get Morgan Freeman, and then towards
Yeah,
the end, you see Morgan Freeman finally solves the case. And you
there it
remember how
is.
he said, "I never pull out my gun." This is one of the many times he pulls out his gun, and he's literally like, "You're under arrest," and he finally takes him in. And at the
Mm.
end of that film, he's going in. He's going into. He's going in. You remember the end, beginning the scene that
Where he goes into that crime scene.
yeah, he
Yeah,
goes
with
in
the
that
guy.
crime
Yeah.
scene. He's like, we got two lovers that killed themselves. He said, I don't need none of this shit.
So it connects right through
Yeah, yeah.
to
I got.
7.
He's like,
You could
then
call it 0 through 6.
yeah. So, and then he just literally is like, he just shrugs off and he looks. He said, 8 more days of this, and then the ends credits right there, starts the credits right there.
Solid, man. I mean, I would watch that.
Yeah, I like it. I
Daniel
really,
Kaluuya as young Freeman, man. That's not bad.
yeah, yeah. I really thought of that. Like, it's just him solving these crimes while he's trying to solve. It's him getting the small fish, trying to solve the big crime with the small fish, and then in the end, he's getting a bigger fish. But the
Right.
big fish is always it shows you how he's doing stuff. Like each time he gets closer and closer to the you're seeing him at the tail end of Morgan Freeman.
You see him grow as a detective. You
Yeah,
see
yeah.
him become like
You
a
see the hardened
great
veteran that
detective.
he become. The reason why
Right.
he's this hardened person. I like this idea.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's solid. I think it would be cool to see like the way True Detective was, where you
yeah.
got to see
And I'm
like a
gonna get the
detective's
director.
growth over time.
I'm gonna get the director who directed the first season of True Detective. That's who I want to direct this.
I think he's been canceled.
Fuck. But he was good. He was good. Damn it. All right, I'll try to get John. I'll get David Fincher. Hopefully he'll agree to this.
I'd say try for the best, man. Go for David Fincher
Yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah. If I can, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I
And
can get.
he loves period pieces. This would be like a 70s period. This would be like a 70s through the 90s period piece. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I like this idea. I thought True Detective meets Seven. Just literally, that's all I'm doing. Just him solving this case, and at the end, finally solves it, and then we get to the end where he's doing it. That's what I want. I think this film would be interesting. I literally thought Well, the thing I was thinking, Calendar Man and
Hmm.
Seven. A Calendar Man Seven would be cool because
I Yeah, and I appreciate that you went with like a more serious take for a sequel because mine is not.
all right.
Yeah, because I kept trying to think. I'm like, what would be a cool serial killer? And I was like, I can only think of goofy things and everything. I kept just trying to come back to
What, the
numbers.
Condom Man?
No, no, I didn't go with Condiment
Damn
Man. I
it!
mine has a little bit of a Calendar Man feel to it
I
because
really want.
I
I
actually
was. I when I
mine's two sequel. I want to do a trilogy.
oh, I wanted to do a sequel, but I was sitting there thinking Condiment Man would work in this.
Condiment Man.
He squirts mustard in Morgan Freeman's eyes, and that would be funny as hell.
Mine no, mine is it's eight. I'm going straight to eight. You know, you put an eight somewhere in the letters. I don't know either at the beginning or for the G, whatever. But it takes place over 8 nights. The 8 nights of Hanukkah. You have the Maccabee.
Oh my god!
You have the Maccabee killer who is killing people with oil and fire. He's created a kind of napalm that lasts 8 days. So he's bashing people's brains in with a sledgehammer, which the Maccabee actually derives from the name from the word hammer or sledge in Aramaic or something, and he kills them and then he lights them on fire and keeps them lit for 8 days. And Morgan Freeman has to solve the case.
I want to see this movie. I'm sorry, fuck my movie. I want to see this.
And
I
that
want to see this stupid train wreck. I want to see
so
this.
eight will be followed up with 12,
Oh God.
and 12 is a Christmas movie.
Oh my God. 12 Days of Christmas.
And every death is modeled after the song. So
Oh
there's
my God.
a
Really?
lot of bird death. There's a lot of birds killing people.
Hold on, wait a minute. In this sequel, can we get Morgan Freeman's like, how can a Sam damn thing happen to the same guy twice? Damn it!
Absolutely, that's going to happen, and it's going to
Oh
be even
yay!
crazier. It's going to be even crazier because Mills is going to be the killer this time, and it's gonna be a little bit more like 12 Monkeys, Brad Pitt. And if we want, we can go with like a 500 Days of Summer as like a spinoff,
Oh my
where
God!
Zoe Deschanel just goes off on a killing spree for 500 days.
Well, I mean, whatever I had as a sequel just went out the door. I'm glad I went prequel and went
No, no,
serious.
this all works. We can do yours and then mine.
Yeah, yeah, this will work. Yeah, yeah. So David Fincher, if you want to do this film,
Call
call
us
us.
up.
Call us
Oh,
up.
I feel like we should mention there was kind of a sequel to this movie made.
What? Which
It was
was?
called Solace with Anthony Hopkins. It was originally written as a sequel to Seven, and then like later reworked into whatever the hell Solace was. I didn't see it.
Was it good?
I have no idea. I feel like it's one of those movies that people just don't remember.
Yeah, yeah. What was this?
Solace. Yeah,
Solace. Yeah.
go figure.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I think we did a lot of good. I think like don't get me wrong. When I first watched this film, I literally and you got the tweet. I literally said, "Sky, I don't know how I'm gonna pitch a sequel to this." I really, be honest. This is the perfect standalone film. There shouldn't be a sequel to this.
I
But
told you to work with a number and go from there, which is
yeah,
what
you
I
did.
did.
You did tell me to do that, and I went with zero. But I think the only way that you can make this film is you do a prequel because Somerset was the only one of the most interesting characters in this film that you can build on. But a sequel will be tough. It's like, well, what else you gonna put this man through? This man literally want to retire.
You put him through 8 crazy nights.
That would work. That would work. I mean, next
And
thing you know,
Adam Sandler is the Maccabee killer.
damn it. Sippity-doo, the call says boo. I will watch that. actually, if we could get Joe Pesci into this film for some odd reason, I would watch it.
Joe Pesci.
Yes, we get Joe.
I'm into anything with Joe Pesci.
I am down.
I'm
Just let
good.
him be. Just let him play.
Replace Chris Pratt as Mario with Joe Pesci.
Oh hell
put,
yes, yes.
put Joe Pesci in everything.
Yes. You mess with me? What mean you think I'm fucking funny? You think I'm a fucking clown, huh? You think I'm a fucking clown, Todd? Todd, you think I'm a fucking clown? When you think I'm funny? Like a fucking clown? No, you're funny. Oh, I'm just playing with you, dog.
more Pesci, more Pesci
more
in this
Pesci,
world.
yeah, more Pesci.
Put him in movies again.
Put him in movies. I think, but I love the fact that he did. He came back and did the Irishman. He was really good. He was missed.
I mean, I've got a pitch for a Purge movie that is actually a secret Home Alone sequel. That you got to bring them all back for.
So we're in the wet bandits. They like trying to invade the home.
They're gonna try and purge him. Finally, they're like, it's legal now.
It's
like,
legal.
We can fucking kill this kid.
That would be funny. I can see Daniel.
Nobody's gonna stop us now.
Nobody. He said, hey, Harry, they can't stop us. It's the purge. We can fucking kill the kid.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it's great. It writes itself. It's a remake of the first Purge movie, but good.
You know what? Why don't we just do a remake of Home Alone? We just put it with the Purge and just literally
absolutely.
Yeah, that would be perfect because now they can just literally say these guys did not survive this. They are dead.
Yeah.
They are dead.
That kid killed these kids.
He killed these guys. I remember Screen Junkies did a brought in a real doctor.
Oh yeah.
They brought in a real doctor to examine all this stuff. And then somebody else did it and they literally looked at it and they were like, oh yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
The first Home Alone,
he gets electrocuted.
No, when he got electrocuted, he said, oh my God, that guy.
He turned into a skeleton.
No, I remember that he got electrocuted. I was like, that guy's dead. I was like, I'm an electrician. I was like, you said I'm an electrician. I said, yeah, that's dead. Yeah, there's no chance in hell.
Yeah,
he
didn't make it.
He did not make it. Those are jumper cables attached to jumper cables. You know how high jumper cables can go? They can kill somebody. That's gonna. You saw a skeleton. I'm like, oh Lord! All right, so I don't want to leave this show because the next time we show our faces, we're going to do a terrible film.
You mean a great film, Deuce Bigalow 2, European Gigolo, which it should be on your page now. Like we should.
Yeah, probably on our page. Yeah. As you're watching this, yeah.
If you're watching this, you should be able to go watch that. I mean, it's going to be great. We're gonna have a lot of apologizing to do.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's exactly why. Yeah, a lot of apologizing.
I would like to apologize for Rob Schneider.
It wasn't his fault. It was not his fault. Rob did.
Rob was partially his fault.
Partly, but he was the least bad person in that film. We'll get to that later. We'll get to that.
Hey man, Eddie Griffin. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. We only got oh man, we got to get ready. All right. Yeah. All right. So anything to pull up, man?
Just this and Is It Rotten? And you can find me at Chewbacca Defense on Twitter.
All right. I'm Mac. You can follow me at Tampa Buck Fan 88 on Twitter and GG Game Fixers. We'll be back next time. We'll be back next time.
Talking about Bad Boys.
How about Bad Boys 1 and 2? Bad Boys, Bad Boys.
3.
And 3, yeah. I forgot about 3, yeah.
Yeah, we're doing them all, man.
You know they're making a 4th.
Yeah, I mean, that should be interesting. What are they going to call it?
The question I had asked,
they use the 4 title already.
Yeah. So my question is, who they're going to replace Will Smith with?
Chris Rock.
That would
Chris
be
Rock is
so
Mike Lowry.
like Larry. I would
No,
fuck.
honestly, make him the villain.
Ooh, Will Smith.
Make Chris Rock the bad guy. You can't not bring back Will Smith.
Yeah, yeah. He just literally fucking slaps him like he just
Yeah,
literally
and have Chris Rock slap Will Smith.
like he literally just
Uh
like he just was like, shut up, bitch.
yeah, man.
I will
Reverse
watch
it.
it. So you're
And
saying,
they got to bring back Michael Bay though.
yeah, yeah, they do. I think if they go with banning Will Smith, I think the next one cannot survive without Michael Bay. I think Michael Bay would fix it because you probably find the right person.
I think if you can't bring back Will Smith, don't do another movie. It's called Bad Boys. There are two of them.
No, you can put his son in charge.
Nobody wants that.
Will
There's
Smith?
nobody who wants an entire movie of that guy and Martin Lawrence and no Will Smith.
Yeah, but Will Smith slaps somebody on stage.
So what? Kevin Spacey is a pedophile and he's making movies again.
Wait, he's making movies again?
Yeah, he's did like a Robert Davi movie. He's doing like those like Gina Carano type movies, that like nobody actually sees and touches.
Yeah, that's true. I guess if you bring Michael Bay in, I guess nobody will give it. Yeah, bring in Michael
Like
Bay.
Louis C.K. made another movie. Fuck it.
Yeah, yeah.
Will Smith slapped a guy. I don't think it's right, but like, he's already in another Apple movie that's coming out later this year.
Okay.
Emancipation.
I don't think no. Personally, I'm gonna be honest here. I don't fucking care if you slap the man on stage. Just
it's like a weird like civil dispute that like has nothing to do with really anybody, but everybody's got an opinion on it.
Yeah, everybody got an opinion. Fuck Will Smith. He slapped Chris Rock.
Yeah.
I'm like, look.
Yeah, he shouldn't have done that. But like,
I don't even think I'm gonna be honest.
He's gonna make movies again.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest here. As much as everybody want to talk shit, I'm gonna be honest. If you were to interview Chris Rock, I don't even think he really gives a fuck about it anymore.
I think this is gonna be great for him ultimately too.
Yeah,
he's talk about this in his new special.
Yeah, he's making money off of this. He's probably like
absolutely. And then
probably if he could,
it's Hollywood, man. They'll reconcile publicly. Yeah, they'll do an interview together. He'll go on the red table or whatever. Yeah. Like
I bet you $5 Chris Rock right now will hug and kiss.
No, not yet. No, they gotta let it play out a little bit.
Yeah, let it play out. I bet you secretly they reconcile. He probably hugged and kissed Will Smith. He's like, "Thank you for giving me all this money, brother."
I mean, I think it's ultimately going to work out well for both of them.
Yeah. I mean, look, Will Smith got an Oscar award
that night.
Yeah, that night. I'm gonna be completely honest here. Will Smith, please don't come to me and slap me in the face. I think you scared those nominators into giving you that role. I think that film sucked. Okay.
Honestly, if anything, this frees up Will Smith to do more weird shit because he was just doing like Oscar shit before that.
Yeah.
He won it. He's banned. Fuck it. He can do anything now.
He can do anything. Yay. He can do Bad Boys 4.
He can do Bad Boys 4 life again.
Yeah. Bad Boys 5 life.
Bad Boys 5 life.
Yeah.
Too bad, 2 boys.
Too bad.
5 bad, 5 boys.
You really got them from Fast and the Furious. Too fast, too bad, 2 boys. You know that's the worst Fast and the Furious film. Too Fast, Too Furious. We are not.
Oh, I disagrey.
We're not doing that. We're not.
We're gonna do. Okay, that's it. We're doing the whole Fast and the Furious series.
All right. Hey,
we can leave off Hobbs and Shaw. We can leave off Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh no, Hobbs and Shaw is awesome, but.
Yeah, I like it, but we don't have to cover that.
We don't got to cover that. But if you want to do that, I'm like, bet we can do that. But if we do that,
box set behind me. I will be.
I could watch it. I just want to prove that Too Fast and Furious is a bad film. I think it's the worst one.
Too Fast. You have you rewatched it since like in like recent years?
Yes, it's not good.
It's so much better than 4 though. 4 is so boring.
I think personally, in all honesty,
Ampersand,
huh?
the ampersand one, the
No, no,
Fast and Furious.
no. Here's my thing, and we'll probably talk about this more offline. Well, guys, we're going to talk about this offline, but we're going to talk about you already know we're doing. We'll talk about this offline because I don't want to
Yeah.
leave it. So here's what we're doing, people. We're doing We're doing Bad Boys, Predator 2.
We're do what we said. We also said the speeds.
Yes, we're doing Bad Boys, Predator. No, Bad Boys, Bad Boys
Hey,
Speed.
we don't. I was mostly joking about these. We don't have to do
No,
any of these
we're
if you
doing
don't want to.
Speed. We're doing Speed. Bad Boys
We can do,
Speed,
yeah. We
Predator
we don't
2.
have to do speed 2 though.
Okay, yeah, because that's bad.
Speed 2 is
Speed,
bad. Speed
yeah,
2 is very
Speed's
bad.
bad. Yeah. Even though William Dafoe is awesome. Um, Predator 2, and we're doing Fast and Furious. So that's again, we're doing that.
The Fast and the Furious saga.
Saga, the Fast Saga.
Yeah,
It's
one
not
through
ended yet,
nine.
which hasn't ended yet. It's not ended.
Nope.
Nope.
Nah.
Unless
We got 9 movies to watch.
damn you, Scott.
Hey, you could deny me. You could say no.
I could watch it. It's funny. All of the Fast and Furious films are on HBO Max, so we can watch it. I can do that.
I mean, I don't need that. I bought them on Blu-ray.
All right. Well, so guys, we'll see you next time. We're gonna talk about this debate in a few minutes. But we'll see y'all guys. Bye. Let me end this.